Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, with Gamescom wrapping up and the, of course, Battlefield 5 beta coming very shortly, within a week and a half. We are starting to get information on what the beta build might look like. Unfortunately, there is an embargo on the Gamescom footage for Battlefield 5, but the game changers and people who have played the game were allowed to share some information with us, notably game changers such as Westy, among many others. So what we can expect in the beta build of Battlefield 5 is, of course, the new map that was showcased in many trailers of Gamescom, the Rotterdam map, as well as Arctic Fjord, which is the map that we previously played in the closed alpha. As for weapons, there have been a little bit of a change up here. So for the assault, you now have access to, of course, the STG-44, which we also previously had access to in the closed alpha, as well as some semi-auto rifles such as the M1A1 carbine, the Turner's SMLE, and the Gevir 43. This fits the assault class a little bit better because generally when you are running the assault class, it is to take care of tanks, and tanks are generally in some wide open areas, and having access to SMGs as the assault class didn't make a whole lot of sense. Moving on to the medic now has access to the MP40, the EMP, the Suomi SMG, and the Sten. So this gives the medic access to close quarter combat weapons as opposed to the medium range weapon roster in which the medic has access to in Battlefield 1. There's no news on whether the medic will have access to maybe longer range weapons in the full release of the game, or it will be solely SMGs. As for the support class, you will have access to the SIG KE7, the Bren, the M30 drilling, as well as the FG42. And as for the Scout, the Lee Enfield Mark IV No. 1, the Kar 98, and the ZH29 SLR. The difference between the SLR and the semi-auto rifles being that the SLR deals much more damage. On top of that, the Assault and the Medic class will have access to the SMLE grenade launcher. Moving on to some of the mechanics that have changed or have been added from the closed alpha to the open beta. The crouch sliding is back in Battlefield 5, however you need to double tap crouch in order to do a crouch slide as opposed to single tapping in Battlefield 1, and there will be a maximum turn radius of 90 degrees. The revive lengths for both the medic and buddy revive have been changed. Talking about revives, when you are in the down state, you have the option to bleed out or cling to life, as opposed to just sitting there and waiting for a medic to come by and revive you. Talking about healing, there is a new self-heal option. So now if you are at 100% health, and you, for example, pick up a medical pouch from a medic crate, a medic, or one of those stationary resupply stations at flags, you will now be able to store that medical pouch on your person no matter what class you are, giving you the option to heal yourself when you're in a pickle and no medic or resupply station is nearby, making it so that the limited regen is not as much of a hindrance if you come out of a firefight alive, as well as making the medic class not so much as a must-have class in every squad. There is also more fortifications which you can now build, such as bridges and trenches. As for the dragging soldiers when they're downed, it's not in the Gamescom build, so I suspect it won't be in the beta build either. As for weapon customization, basically you can actually skin different parts of the weapon as opposed to having a skin that is just like slapped on the weapon, so you can skin different individual parts. There will be no vehicle or soldier customization in the build. So these are the features, mechanics, and changes you can expect to see in the Battlefield 5 open beta, as well as the new map that you can try out. The preload date starts on September 3rd. The open beta starts in early access on September 4th for people who have Origin Access Premier, or have pre-ordered either version of Battlefield 5, and is open to everyone worldwide on September 6th. As for the company trailer, if you don't know what that is, I made a video covering what that trailer was all about and explaining a little bit what we could see in there. There will be a card up in the top right hand corner. Let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for the open beta of Battlefield 5. If you are waiting for this open beta to actually make a decision on whether or not you're purchasing Battlefield 5, while you're down there, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as I release Battlefield and other first-person shooter-related content pretty much every day. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.